A woman was waiting at a red light, but even when it turned green, the pickup truck in front of her remained motionless. Lisa, who was already in a hurry to drop her child off at school, grew increasingly anxious as the vehicle blocked her way. She honked her horn and tried to get the driver's attention several times, but to no avail. As the light was about to turn red again, Lisa, in a moment of frustration, decided to go around the pickup truck, angrily waving her hand to mock the driver. However, at the next intersection, she found herself stuck in traffic once more, and the pickup truck slowly approached. The driver, Mike, looked apologetic and tried to explain his earlier distraction, hoping she would understand and apologize. But Lisa, still upset, had no interest in hearing his explanation and bluntly stated that she would never apologize. Mike's expression instantly darkened, his eyes turning cold and threatening. He coldly told Lisa that he would make her remember the word sorry. Feeling uneasy, Lisa and her son decided to ignore Mike and quickly drove away, but the pickup truck followed closely behind. And suddenly, Mike accelerated and cut in front of Lisa's car, slamming on his brakes and blocking her path. Faced with this aggressive driver, fear surged through Lisa's heart. She abruptly changed lanes and finally managed to escape her pursuer. Soon after, Lisa successfully dropped her child off at school, feeling a slight sense of relief. On her way back, she decided to fill up her car with gas. However, as she was paying, her gaze was drawn to a familiar pickup truck, and her heart sank. Fear quickly spread through her as she frantically sought help from the store clerk, recounting her earlier encounter. David, another customer, decided to step in and assist. He stared at Mike, sternly warning him not to bully the woman any further. Mike coldly watched Lisa until she drove away. David, thinking he had scared Mike off, began to reprimand him, but in the next instant, Mike suddenly accelerated his truck towards David. Through her rearview mirror, Lisa witnessed the entire scene, and panic surged within her. Realizing she had provoked the wrong person, Lisa desperately tried to call the police but couldn't find her phone. Looking back, she discovered that Mike was holding her phone. She had accidentally left it in her car while refueling. To make matters worse, the light turned red ahead, forcing Lisa to stop. She frantically knocked on her window, trying to get help from the vehicles beside her, but found the drivers engrossed in their phones, oblivious to her plight. Mike's pickup truck repeatedly rammed the back of Lisa's car, intensifying her terror. The moment the light turned green, Lisa floored the gas pedal without hesitation. The pickup truck hot on her heels like a relentless ghost. At an intersection, Lisa sharply turned the steering wheel, speeding into a one-way street and finally escaping Mike's pursuit. She parked her car in a lot, feeling a slight sense of relief. But just then, a phone rang abruptly, shattering the brief moment of calm. Lisa followed the sound and eventually found a phone. However, it wasn't hers. To her surprise, the caller was none other than Mike.